Okay, team. This workout, final workout of the week, it is going to be core full body-ish. Okay. It's going to be similar to the way that we did Tuesday, Thursday. We're going to start with a minute plank. We're going to do a circuit in the middle, and we're going to finish with a minute plank. I'm just going to tell you right now that that second plank is going to be brutal. Okay, so take breaks when we need to, even with the first plank. We can take breaks when we need to, start on our toes, end on our knees, whatever that looks like. It's okay. Okay, start in your plank, drop down, take a break, come back up in your plank. Whatever that looks like, we can accumulate time as we go. Okay, I'm going to show you all of your exercises first, and then we're going to go ahead and get started together. If you don't want to work out together, everything is typed down below the video. By all means, you do you. If you do want to follow along but also want to make it harder, it is also down in the workout of ways to make it harder typed underneath. Okay, whether it's adding an extra circuit, going longer, weighting it, I give you the details. Okay, so you go ahead and start warming up because it is core, full body. Anything is going to be beneficial. Increase that heart rate, get the blood flowing. I'll show you your exercises. So like I said, our first one is going to be a plank. So for our plank, we want to go elbows and toes to start. That's what I'm going to show you first. You want to make sure that your elbows are underneath our shoulders, okay? We do not want to end up in this position with our butt up in the air and our shoulders way back here, okay? We want to lock it in over the top. On our toes, if you look, I don't want my heels driving down or towards the back. I want to go ahead and be on my tippy toes, so we're going to roll forward. Okay, so you want to be in this position. Back is nice and flat. Okay, pushing through those shoulder blades, squeezing those glutes. Nice flat back. Okay, we can also drop down to our knees as a modification. Just make sure that you're not pushing out and breathing into that stomach. Okay, we want to engage that core. Start at the pelvic floor. Okay, it's like we're still pressing our back into the floor, making sure that that core is locked and loaded. Okay, because planks are not going to be beneficial if we're not thinking about our pelvic floor. We're not thinking about engaging our core. Okay, if we're pushing out and we can see that we're pushing down or bearing down or that we're coning or that we're bread loafing, it's not going to be beneficial. Okay, so that means that you might need to take more breaks. You might need to drop down to your knees, but either way, you want to tuck and then keep that core engaged, keep that pressure controlled, breathing out. Okay, so you want to make sure that your core is always engaged, but you breathe into the rib cage. As you breathe out, you engage deeper. Okay, it's never relax. Okay, now contract. It's contracted, contract more. Okay. Next is going to be a kickback to a knee. So we're going to get into a high plank position, shoulders over the tops of the wrists, up onto our toes. Okay, we're going to kick back. So we're going to shift our weight back and we're going to pull that knee all the way in. Kicking back, pull the knee in. Okay, modification here, the best one is going to be elevating those hands. So we put our hands up on a chair or the couch or something like that, even against the wall. We can kick back and pull in again. It's just going to make it easier because we're not at such a drastic angle. We can make it easier as we elevate. Okay, next one is going to be a bear crawl lateral tap. So our bear crawl is going to be on all fours, making sure our shoulders are over the tops of our wrists, our knees are underneath our hips. We tuck those toes, we tuck those hips, right? We don't want to be here. We want a nice flat back, so we're going to tuck those hips underneath, elevating those knees. Okay, thinking about our breathing again. We're not pushing down through the stomach. We want to be engaged and then engage deeper. Okay, so, and then we're just going to tap a foot out to the side and then come back to center. Tap, center. Okay, if you do not want to be in the bear crawl position, if that's too challenging, okay, we can also push into a knee plank here. Okay, and then you can tap a knee out to the side and bring it back in. Tap, back in. Okay? From there, we're going to stay in a similar position, and we're going to do a leg extension to a V push-up. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit tricky. I will slow it down for you. So, same position. We are going to go ahead and go feet wide, a little bit wide. Okay? We're going to start from here. We're going to straighten, put our butt up in the air and straighten our legs. And then we're going to do a V push-up, which is going to be dropping the crown of our head to the floor between our hands, and then press back up, come back down. Press, press, down. Okay, make it easier. Okay, you can go feet a little bit wider. Okay, so you're closer to the floor. You want to make sure that your feet and knees are wide as you straighten, and then you can tuck, or you can always elevate your hands on something. Okay, elevating the hands, then you'll straighten your legs, go to the top of your head, come back down. Okay, and then our last one is going to be a supine Pallof press. Sounds more difficult than it is. So what you're going to do is get your band, tie it in a knot, and close it in the side of the door, but closer to the bottom. Okay, we don't want to shut it in the bottom of the door because gaps between the floor and the door can be bigger, and that band could just come flying out at you. It has happened to me. So close it in the side of the door, just closer to the bottom. Okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to lay next to, I guess I don't need these at all. Lay next to your band. Okay, you want to make sure that you're far enough away that there's going to be tension on the band when it comes to you. Okay? So band is here. I'm going to pull it to my midline. Okay, the band is obviously going to try to like pull me towards it. So you're going to resist that. So tight core. And then you're going to straighten the arms, bring them back down. Like I said, the band's going to try to pull you to it, so you want to stabilize. Engaging that core, pressing that low back to the floor, breathing out, coming back in. Okay, so we're going to do one that way, and then we're going to go ahead and turn around and do it facing the other way. Okay, so starting with the minute plank, then we have 8 per side of our kickback to knee, 12 of our bear crawl lateral taps, 10 leg extension to our V push-up, 10 per side of that supine Pallof press, and then a minute plank at the end after we finish the circuit. Hey, are you ready? I'm going to go ahead and start the timer for the minute plank. Like I said, take breaks as you need to throughout, drop down to your knees if you need to, pick a modification, whatever it is that you need to do, it's okay. Okay, you are still building strength, you are still doing it correctly, even if you have to add in a modification or you have to come down and rest and come back into it. Okay, so ready or not, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. So shoulders are over the elbows, whether you are in a knee plank or a toe plank. Okay, making sure that we're lean forward on those tippy toes if you are on your toes. Our back is nice and flat. We're not sinking through the shoulder blades, we're pushing through them. Our quads are squeezed, our glutes are squeezed. And we're thinking about that breathing into the rib cage. Breathe out and engage deeper. You're doing good. Keep it up. My body is already shaking. 15 seconds. 5 seconds. And rest. Whew. That was fun. All right. Now we're going to go into that circuit. We have our kickback to knee to start. Okay, so on our hands, whether they're elevated or on the floor, it's up to you. We have 8 per leg. Are you ready? Here we go. 1. Breathing in and then breathing out as we pull that knee in. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Switching sides. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Good. We'll give our shoulders a slight break. Now we have our bear crawl lateral taps for 12 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Next up, leg extension V push-up, 10 reps. Same position. Here we go. Straighten. Drop down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now we have our Pallof press. So to our band, laying next to it, far enough away that we have resistance on that band. 10 reps. Here we go. 1, engage that core. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Press that back to the floor, engage the glutes. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, give ourselves a second. Okay, a lot of shoulder burn through this as we hold ourselves up in that plank position. So I want to make sure that we give them a rest because we want to think about breathing, core contraction, not how bad our shoulders hurt. Okay? Are we ready? Grab some water if you need it. Deep breaths. Towel off. Give yourself a little jig. Dance to whatever you're listening to. All right. Kick back to knee. Are we ready? We are ready. Let's do it. Here we go. 1. Breathing in and then breathing out as we pull that knee in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. We'll give our shoulders a slight break. Now we have our bear crawl lateral taps for 12 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Next up, leg extension V push-up, 10 reps. Same position. Here we go. Straighten. Drop down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now we have our Pallof press. So to our band, laying next to it, far enough away that we have resistance on that band. 10 reps. Here we go. 1, engage that core. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Press that back to the floor, engage the glutes. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, give ourselves a second. Okay, a lot of shoulder burn through this as we hold ourselves up in that plank position. So I want to make sure that we give them a rest because we want to think about breathing, core contraction, not how bad our shoulders hurt. Okay? Are we ready? Grab some water if you need it. Deep breaths. Towel off. Give yourself a little jig. Dance to whatever you're listening to. All right. Kick back to knee. Are we ready? We are ready. Let's do it. Here we go. 1. Breathing in and then breathing out as we pull that knee in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. We'll give our shoulders a slight break. Now we have our bear crawl lateral taps for 12 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Next up, leg extension V push-up, 10 reps. Same position. Here we go. Straighten. Drop down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now we have our Pallof press. So to our band, laying next to it, far enough away that we have resistance on that band. 10 reps. Here we go. 1, engage that core. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switching sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Press that back to the floor. Engage the glutes. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Whew. Okay, we finished our circuit. Thank God. And now we're going to finish with a minute plank. Okay, this plank is going to be more challenging than the first one, right? We know that because we just worked our core for the last however many minutes. Okay, so take breaks when you need to, focus on that form, drop to your knees, whatever that looks like. Okay, are we ready? Like I said, our shoulders are probably a little bit sore from holding ourselves into that position the whole time. So shake those out. Okay, we don't want to bail on our plank just because our shoulders are burning. Get in the zone. I really want to be like AutoZone. Okay, are we ready? We're gonna go in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, make sure you're in solid form. Rolled onto those toes. Elbows are underneath us. Everything is tight. Doing great, ladies. You can push yourself past where you think you can, right? It is a mental game. Our body is shaking, but it can go a lot farther than you think it can. But your brain is going to be what stops you first. So push through it. I'm shaking like a leaf. 10 seconds. We got this. 2, 1. Ugh. Whew. We did it. We did it. We did it. We all need a virtual high five on that one. Whew. My arms are shaking. Something as simple as a plank really is humbling, right? That's when you know that you're like, do you really need more weights? Do you need these things? Because your body weight is a challenge in itself. But you did it. It is done. We can cross it off the list. Great work. Okay. Do one of those mobility videos for me. Obviously, a full body or anything since we worked core. Just to bring that heart rate back down. Get you, done with the workout, moving into the next segment of whatever your day looks like is very beneficial. Okay. Give yourself those extra minutes to cool down, stretch it out because we know stretching mobility is so important, right? We want to have healthy joints. We want to have healthy muscles, ligaments, tendons, all the things. Okay. But great work today. Thank you for hanging out, pressing play wherever the heck it is that you are. It is a pleasure to get to sweat with you. I will see you next time.